Today's review is about this wooden floor. It's a floor. It's wooden. I give it a 7 out of 10. Alright, the review's not totally about the floor. It's actually about the floor with a projector on it. This projector is the Vankyo Leisure 470. Now, Vankyo, if you recognize that name, they are the people whose tablet I did whatnot in the video posted before this, ain't it? And they saw the video of the tablet and they liked it, and they were like, hey, do you want to review our projector too? And I was like, okay. So they sent it over really, really fast. And yeah, we's gonna take a look at it. So what kind of specs do we get? Actually, not really a lot of specs. Actually, there's nothing listed on the box other than warnings like don't drop it, don't burn it. You know, they take all the fun out of it. That's okay. Let's go ahead and open it up. So I was actually surprised when I opened this because they even include a case for the projector, which is really nice. Got the Vankyo branding and everything. Yes, very nice case. So let's go ahead and open it. Yeah, there was no way any of this was fitting on the desk today. Not unless you wanted to actually see everything in the shot. So, here's the case. Open up the Velcro. And we got the projector, but you know unboxing videos, we'll come back to that. So what else do we get? What other goodies? We get a remote, which is a very nice clicky remote. Feels very premium. Yeah, and I've tested it. Gets the job done. Power cable. You're going to kind of need a power cable. HDMI cable, which is nice. I mean, nowadays it's kind of a gamble in 2019 where companies will just be like, we assume you already have HDMI cables laying around, so we're not going to include it in the box or anything like that, but seeing one included, very nice gesture, I always like. And this doohickey. This is actually if you want to record. Why was I going to say record? This is if you want to hook up an AV gadget or a composite video gadget. It has an AV jack on the side, which I'll show you. That goes in the jack. Composite device plugs into here, and fun times are had by all. So that's neat. And, got manuals in here. Quick start guide. This is where... this is the exact same card that came with the tablet, if I can get it in shot. You know, happy? We're just happy that you're happy. Unhappy or dedicated and friendly? Yeah, we've seen that. Really nice stuff, though. It's you know, quality paper, proper English. Picture diagrams that anybody can follow. You press buttons, and things happen. Original USB cable not included. That's fine. More buttons. Shows you how to get around the menus, change sources. Oh, I didn't notice this the first time. Let's see here. Recommended. Video, movie. It's recommended that you put eyes on your projector, preferably googly eyes, and watch your video. It's preferred that you close the curtains. That makes sense. Take off the lens cap and plug it in. I would assume that's very recommended. Oh, I get it. It's recommended you don't yank on the cord itself. You yank on the end of it. Okay. Not recommended. Let's see. Looking directly at it, or if you look directly at it, you're going to have as bad a day as this fellow here. Don't get it dusty. Don't try to open it. Don't drop it. Yeah, don't drop it. Don't cover it. Not for PowerPoint, Excel, or Word. But Microsoft Access, that's fine. You could use that for that. And very nice manual. Again, quality paper, color screenshots, color pictures. Comes in different languages, and the English is perfect. I have gone through this. How did I miss the warnings twice? Those warnings are great. Yeah, totally fine. The documentation is great. Alright, that's enough about papers and dead trees. Go ahead and take the projector out of the box. Ooh, lens. A lens staring into a lens. It's like Inception or something. Alright, so what do we got? Focus adjust, tilt controls, buttons, which are also the ones you'd find on the remote. Oh, I almost forgot about that. It does have a VGA port. That's cool. USB, HDMI, AV in, audio out, very good. SD card slots, you could play stuff right off an SD card. We likey. Power. That's what we in the trade call a vent. And yeah, that's all there is to it. It's very solidly built. It honestly does not feel cheap. Pardon that spot there that doesn't That's not part of the plastic. There was a sticker on it for me, a piece of paper, and it left some residue. I didn't get that off, but that's not on the retail device, I promise you. So yeah, that is the projector itself. And guest starring in this video is a Google Chromecast. We're going to talk about this a little bit. You might have seen pictures in the manual that this projector can support screen mirroring for iOS and Android. You know, you show something on your phone, it wirelessly beams to here via Wi-Fi or Wi-Fi Direct, via AirPlay, whatever you want to call it. They're all the same thing. And yeah, it'll project what's on your phone onto the wall in a very nice big picture. Here's where the Chromecast comes in. So, I'll get this out of the way now. I first hooked it up to test it, and I turned the image source to the screen mirroring mode, you know, HDMI 1, HDMI 2, AV, screen mirror, and it showed, just like the manual here shows, you get this setup screen when you tune to the source. Focus. There we go. Screen mirroring for iOS system. But it also works for Android. The screen actually went back and forth between iOS and Android setup, which is pretty much the same. So that's what you see when you tune to that mode. So I did it with my Android phone. It worked. It worked for 20 seconds. Yeah. It worked for 20 seconds. The picture went all funny. And I had to reboot the projector. And when I did, it rebooted to, on that picture source, it didn't show that instruction screen anymore. It now showed a blue screen with the no signal words bouncing around, you know, like a DVD player. So that mode no longer functioned ever again. Well, almost never again. I left it powered off for a few minutes, powered it back on. I saw the instruction screen for about 10 seconds again. Before I could even have time to connect my phone to it again, blue screen again. So I emailed Vankyo about it, and they said that, you know, they've sent this out to quite a few YouTubers, and I'm the first one they heard of having such an issue, which I do believe. I do believe that the possibility that I got some sort of lemon here. Unfortunately, I could tell that English wasn't their first language, so I tried telling them that I did things like reboot it, did a factory reset on it. And after telling the person that, I got an email saying something like, well, have you tried turning it off and back on again? So I kind of realized I'm kind of on my own here. So I took it a step further. You may notice the warranty sticker is damaged. That's because I took it apart. I wanted to see what made this tick and what I could possibly do to fix the built-in screen mirroring issue. I did find what I believed is the chip that does the networking and the screen mirroring. It's its own separate chip, very small compared to the rest of it. I saw Realtek branding on it. I did see what looked like a Wi-Fi antenna printed on the board, so it looked like I had my guy. I tried resoldering the pins that connected that chip to the rest of the board. That whole board had its own ribbon cable to connect to the main board. I reseated that. Same result. So it looks like for screen mirroring, I got a dud. But for everything else, it worked fine, which we'll check out. I got a big wall set up and everything. See, I prepared for this, you guys. I prepared. Aren't you proud of me? So that's why we have the Chromecast. And honestly, it works just fine, because with the Chromecast, you plug it into an HDMI port, you plug the power into USB here, that gives you your 5 volts, and you have a working Chromecast. I've tried that, and that works flawlessly. So I figured it'd be easier to mention that issue now, rather than get the camera pointing at the wall and then tell you about the problem. So, plus we have visual aids. So let's get the camera pointed at the wall and see what we're working with this projector. Cue the jump cut! Okay, so we have returned. Pardon if there's an echo a little bit, because I'm farther away from the camera than usual. But we got the projector set up on the wall. I'd say we got like probably like at least an 80-inch picture going on right now. It's really not bad at all. And the picture looks a little more yellowed in person. That's because the only big wall I could really find right now is yellow. And Yeah, it looks a bit yellow in person, so I adjusted the camera's white balance so it looks actually better on camera than it does in person. But that's no fault of the projectors, that's mine. I tried playing around with the color settings a little bit, adjusting the red, green, and blue, but it only did so well for me. Anyway, again, not the projector's fault, that's fine. So, let's go ahead and fire up a video. I've got YouTube here, let's see.
You're going to use it for web browsing and email, which I think in these days is kind of a niche.
Who's this guy?
I think a lot of people use it for more than that.
So yeah, I can't complain about the picture. The brightness of the projector. Hold on. You don't need to hear two of me talking. The brightness of the projector is really very nice because I'm also filming this in the daytime with only the blinds closed. I don't have any fancy like privacy curtains that blacks out the room or anything like that. And it looks really darn nice. I got the focus done properly and then just seek to another part of the video where we actually have something going on. He's rambled on about some tablet. Blah, blah, blah. I got a tablet. You go review it. Like, comment, subscribe. Blah, blah, blah. And, yeah, the picture's fine, but how's the sound? Let me crank up the volume a bit.
It's a little low resolution. Not as blue as the camcorder's making it look. In person, it actually looks very, very nice. That's because I had the white balance set to manual because I don't trust auto white balance because it'll have it looking like a raving dance party up in here, so no thank you. So yeah, if you want to Google that processor for yourself, it's about...
I just went ahead and muted it, it was easier. So, the speaker, well, this is why I'm glad the projector has an auxiliary output for audio. The internal speaker is not great at all. Upon taking it apart, I saw the speaker is actually very small. The treble is low, the bass is almost non-existent. It doesn't sound tinny, but it just sounds like they're really trying to make the speaker more than it is, and it's just not there. You'd be much better off, if possible, if at all possible, to hook this up to some external speakers. But I didn't touch on this in the unboxing. It is only $120, so it's a pretty good price for a projector of this quality, especially the picture. I cannot complain about the picture. It is very, very nice. It looks like I'm pointing it at my TV right now, which I'm not. I'm really surprised the lamp's brightness is what it is. So, yeah, that's it. I guess we'll just watch this guy ramble on while I wrap things up here. So, would I suggest getting this projector? I mean, if you're in the market for one. I understand it's probably a niche market to buy a projector, but if you think about it, it can be cheaper, or at the very worst, the same price as a TV, but you get a bigger picture out of it, but you might have to invest in some speakers of your own. I don't believe it supports anything like Dolby Surround or anything like that. I believe all you really get out of the box is stereo. So you are losing out. If you're an audiophile, you might notice that. But I can't say don't buy it, even with the problem that I had where the screen mirroring that's built into the device just died. I did try my best to fix it, but Vankyo assured me that it was a one-off issue, and after reviewing both this and their tablet, I think their quality control is up there. I really do. Their products do both look and have the physical feel and the performance of a quality device. So I can't knock it for that. I think I honestly just got a lemon. He did say other people weren't having that issue, so go me with my luck, right? So, let's see, what else could we do on here? You know, I should probably pause this video, otherwise I might get some kind of copyright thing from this guy on YouTube or something. But it is me, so maybe I could sue myself? Yes, I'm gonna be rich! Wait. Thank you guys so much for watching, and a huge thank you to the Patreon donors listed below. You guys are super awesome. Wouldn't be able to do it without the support from all of you guys. And if you haven't checked it out yet, Patreon link's down below in the description. There's links to Discord and Twitch also. Live streaming every Tuesday on Twitch. Come join us.